Yo, what up everybody, it's your boy Goose, and welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the Wizard of Oz custom Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Now, these set of cards are inspired by the Wizard of Oz and the movie Wicked. Now, if you want to go straight to the cards, I have the timestamps in the description below. And if you want to try these cards out for yourself, I'm going to have them in Dueling Book so you can have access to them so you can use them in your own strategies. That's also in the description below. The Wizard of Oz is a classic American fairy tale written by L. Frank Baum in 1900, later popularized by the 1939 film starring Judy Garland. The story follows Dorothy, a young girl from Kansas, who was swept away by a tornado to the magical land of Oz, along with her dog Toto. She embarks on a journey down the yellow brick road to find the wizard, who she believes can help her return home. Along the way, she befriends the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion, each seeking something they believe they lack. The tale explores themes of self-discovery, courage, and the idea that what we seek is already within us. Wicked is a Broadway musical that reimagines the Wizard of Oz from the perspective of Alphaba, the so-called Wicked Witch. It explores her misunderstood nature, friendship with Glinda, and the events that shaped her fate. With themes of identity and defying expectations, it's known for its hit songs like Defying Gravity. It was later reimagined in its 2024 hit film of the same name. Starting with the cards, we have our main card, the field spell, Yellow Brick Road. All Emerald Realm monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, when an Emerald monster you control is destroyed, you can draw one card. If this card is destroyed, you can special summon one Witch monster from your hand or deck. Now continuing with the monsters, we have our main monster, Emerald Realm Wanderer, Dorothy. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one level 4 or lower Emerald Realm monster from your deck to your hand, except the one that you control. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for an attack, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Emerald Realm monster from your hand or graveyard. Next up is Emerald Realm Scarecrow, Straw Sage. When this card is specially summoned, you can add one level 4 or lower Emerald Realm monster from your graveyard to your hand, except the one that you control. When your opponent activates a card effect that would destroy a level 4 or lower Emerald Realm monster or monsters you control, you contribute one level 5 or higher Emerald Realm monster from your hand or field. Negate the effect. Next up is our Tin Man, Emerald Realm Tin Guardian Hollow Heart. If you control different level 4 Emerald Realm monsters except this card, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, if you gain life points, you can destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Next up is Emerald Realm Wild Rogue Brave Leo. If you control different level 4 Emerald Realm monsters except this card, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card gains 100 attack for each Emerald Realm monster you control. When this card is targeted for an attack, switch this card to defense position. Moving on to our Wicked monsters, we have Wicked Witch of the Emerald Realm, Nessa. You can special summon this card from your hand if you have Yellow Brick Road face up on the field. This card is unaffected by your opponent's trap cards. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a trap card, you can discard one trap card, negate the effect, and destroy the card. If this card is discarded, your opponent discards one card. Next up is Good Witch of Emerald Realm, Glinda. You can special summon this card from your hand if you have Yellow Brick Road face up on the field. This card is unaffected by your opponent's spell cards. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell card, you can discard one spell card, negate the effect, and destroy the card. If this card is discarded, gain 1,000 life points. Starting off with our first Link monster, we have Emerald Realm Phantom Wizard of Oz. Using one Emerald Realm monster, when this card is Link summoned, you can add Yellow Brick Road from your deck to your hand. If this card battles a monster, you take no battle damage from that battle. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add one Witch monster from your deck to your hand. Closing out our monsters, we have the Link monster, Emerald Realm Wicked Witch, Alphaba. When this card is Link summoned, you can return all other monsters on the field to the hand. This card is unaffected by monster effects. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard one monster, negate the effect, and destroy the card. If your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can special summon one Witch monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only activate each effect of Emerald Realm Wicked Witch, Alphaba, once per turn. Continue on with our spell cards, we have our Quick Play spell, No Place Like Home. Return one Emerald Realm monster you control to the deck. Special summon one Emerald Realm monster from your hand with a different attribute. Once per turn, if this card is discarded, you can add one spell or trap card that mentions an Emerald Realm monster from your graveyard to your hand. Next up is the continuous spell, Defying Gravity. If you control a Witch monster, you can negate the first monster, spell, or trap card's effect if activated by your opponent. Once per turn, if this card is discarded, you can special summon one Emerald Realm monster from your hand or graveyard. Next up is the trap card, Surrender Dorothy. Add Emerald Realm Wanderer Dorothy from your field or graveyard to your hand. Then, you can special summon one other monster from your hand. If you control a witch monster, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Once per turn, if this card is discarded, you can return one Emerald Realm monster from your graveyard to your hand. Closing out the deck, we have the counter trap card, Twister of the Wicked West. When a card effect is activated, shuffle 2 Emerald Realm monsters from your graveyard into the deck, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy the card. And that does it for this video. Comment down below your favorite card of the deck. If you want me to make more cards from the series, comment them down below and I'll consider them in the next video. Like and subscribe to know when I post my next video. If you want to use the cards in your own strategies, they'll be in Dueling Book, which is in the description below. But with that being said, I'm sending positive vibes and kindness to everyone and keep things PG. Positively Goose. Bye guys.